Hi guys, I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Annie, and this is the Up and Up Podcast. Greetings, listeners. Welcome back to the Up and Up Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in today.
Yeah.
So, today's, you go.
It's the episode we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
We have alluded to our high school days
Right.
many times.
Right. Yeah, if you've listened to if you've been listening to, episodes since the beginning,
Yes.
you know, Lizzie and I loved high school, okay? Okay?
Okay.
We said it.
We're proud.
Yeah. There's I feel like it's just funny because I feel like there's people who really, really hate high school. There's just not a lot of people who, loved high school, I feel like. Who loved high school, but also
Or
are
they
I still want to, not ever go back.
I feel like people just don't want to admit it, though.
That's true.
I don't know.
Who out there loves high school but can't say it? Just say it.
So anyways, the yearbook is open.
Yeah.
It was never closed.
Never
It's
has been
open.
closed. And never will be closed.
Never.
Seriously.
High School Musical forever. Or, not High School Musical, sorry. I was thinking of the song.
High school.
Yes.
High school forever. And so we'll do a quick flyover, who were Lizzie and Annie in high school? Because obviously there are some pretty cool girls because they're cool now and they loved it in high school. So there had to be something great happening. So give us a little Lizzie 2013 to 2017 look.
Wow. Well, okay, the thing is, so I was reminiscing on high school and trying to, pull, okay, what memories do I have? Mm-hmm. And it is really crazy, freshman year to senior year.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah.
But freshman year Lizzie was, I would say, more quiet because I'm shy.
Because scary high school.
And I'm scared. But I was on my Instagram and I was looking at pictures from high school and I have a post on my first day of high school and it's a mirror selfie and I'm wearing it's total Bethany Mota moment.
Yes.
Total Bethany Mota moment. And I'm wearing a floral skater skirt.
Yep.
And then tucked into it a black V-neck.
Yeah.
And then my backpack is Aztec print, Target cute backpack, not a real backpack.
Yeah.
And then I'm wearing, blue, just, Target sneakers.
Yeah, knockoff Vans.
Yes.
Yep.
And my hair's, straightened.
Yeah.
And long, and I'm
yeah.
oh my gosh. So that's
that was
year, Lizzie.
Bethany Mota, Zoella.
Yes.
Very much you were emulating.
I had watched back to school YouTube videos for months.
Yeah, seriously.
I'd
been
prepared.
studying, I'd been researching, and I nailed it.
I was ready to walk into the doors.
Yeah.
Fully embodying what it means to be a freshman in high school. So, yeah. And if you listen to our Valentine's Day episode, you know I was dating my first boyfriend then. I was ready to walk into the
wearing
school.
Your skater skirt.
Wearing my skater skirt. It was a dream come true.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Peeling off the middle school layers.
Yeah. But in high school, I was pretty heavily involved. We both went to small schools. Mm-hmm. So you kind of could be in everything.
Yeah.
Because that was the culture.
Yeah.
You didn't, have to commit to one thing and go really hardcore. So, yeah. But I was heavily, arts things, not really sports. I did, tennis and golf for a year. And
the preppy girl sports. Yes. You're ready for the country club.
I was terrible at both.
Yeah. But I could rock a tennis skirt.
Yeah.
So who cares?
But I still wear my tennis sweatshirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, mostly arts things. I did musical and band and choir and dance team and those kind of things. I did student council, class president, student council president senior year, which I'm pretty sure means I'm in charge of our 5-year reunion and all reunions after. And
same here.
I don't want that responsibility.
I know exactly who I'm going to delegate to. I already know.
That's so funny. I'm like, hopefully just someone else starts planning it when they realize I'm not planning it.
Well, that's what I think is going to happen, but if anyone contacts me, I know I'm going to say this person's name. I'm sure they would love to plan it.
Yeah.
Or I'll plan it and make it the biggest bash my hometown has seen in years. And maybe that would be super fun.
It's like post-COVID and like a rager.
Yeah, seriously. Party. We're also lucky. We have 2 twins from my grade are in a band. So I'm kind of feeling like they'll just play.
There you go.
People will hang out and drink.
Easy.
So if you're from West Delaware class of 2017, get ready for the class reunion.
Yeah. But I would say I wasn't popular. I wasn't like the popular group. But I was just like, I wasn't unpopular.
Yeah.
I was just like, I was pretty friendly towards everyone. I didn't really have any, like, bad blood with anyone. I think I was just, like, well-liked.
Yeah.
Because I stayed in my lane.
I'm minding my dang business.
But I had, like, a lot of friends. I had a big friend group of, like, choir band people and...
Nerds.
No. But I did well in school. I was busy, and I got pretty good grades, and just, I feel like I had a lot of friends, and I just knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
Truly knew what I was doing. I mean, I had no idea who I was.
Right.
But I felt comfortable in that environment, and I was like, I'm Lizzie.
Well,
at Union High School.
Exactly.
I know what I'm doing.
I'm very similar to you, and I feel like that is why.
But I mean, that was like my senior year. I mean, it was a journey. Like I didn't walk in freshman year like I'm Lizzie. Like
I kind of did.
I didn't. I did not.
I was really like, I feel good about this. I'm like, I already feel.
Yeah.
Well,
you had older brother.
Yeah.
I mean, I also had older brother.
Yeah.
In the same grades.
Right.
But
my older brother was definitely like the Troy Bolton of the high school.
So you had that going.
So yeah. So that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But I feel like okay, I'll just quickly give a synopsis of what it was like for me in high school. But it's pretty much very similar. I wasn't shy though. I was never shy. I was actually way more outgoing in high school.
I was way more outgoing in high school than I am now.
Yeah.
But I definitely just started out quieter.
Yeah. See, I did not. I just came in guns blazing, and that's just kind of how I stayed. And it was fun, though. Like, I just felt really confident all through high school. But, yeah, I was definitely involved, student council president, that whole shebang. I did the arts. I did show choir, musical choir things. But I also was a sporty girl. I did basketball, cross country, softball, track, volleyball. But basketball and cross country were my main jams throughout all of high school. So I loved sports and music. I mean, I definitely was more into music, like speech, show choir vibe. And those were probably like my closest friends. But I also had really close friends in sports. And our school had a lot of crossover. It really did. And I feel like that's a small school thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so very involved, very confident. Like, I loved school. I did well in school. Like, NHS, all that jazz, you know, like all the, like, I just felt like really smart and like really successful.
Yeah.
You know, like I was like, I'm really good at things. I know what I'm good at. People tell me I'm good at them. I like them. I'm good. I'm really good at this. Like,
I don't know if I felt like I was like, I'm really good, but I was just like, I just felt comfortable. I don't know how else to say it. Like, I just was like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I was definitely like confident. I was like, I am maybe the best performer in the school right now. Like, other than I was like, everyone, and I felt like people were telling me that, you know, like, I was getting things, you know, and I was like, why wouldn't I feel like the best? So, well, and not that I was like, I'm better than everyone, but I was like, like, in show choir, I was like, I'm in the front. I am good at this.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I was very, very confident in high school. I mean, I had just, like, random insecurities, yada, yada, yada. But, like, in general, at school, I was, like, pretty confident. Probably, like, a little bit annoyingly so, I would imagine. But it was also funny, though, this is what I was going to say, is that as much as I liked being involved in a lot of things, like, I kind of craved that whole, like, I'm an art girl. Like, I'm just, like, the outcast, or, like, I'm just this girl. And I feel like we just didn't have that. Like, we didn't have in high school, we weren't like, those are the sport boys. Those are these girls. Like, how on Mean Girls, they're like, that's the table where these people sit. That's the table where these people sit. Like, it was very intermixed, which was really cool. But I was like, I just kind of
definitely more cliquey.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there was crossover. Mm-hmm. But I would say, like, the table, like,
yeah,
it was like
we
that.
had the tables, I guess. But, like, just me specifically, I was like, I could really be fine anywhere, because, like, I just wanted to be, like, I wanted to be a little bit more misunderstood than I was, in a way. Like, I wanted to be, like,
yeah,
oh, I'm just this outcast. But also, similar to you, like, I wasn't in the popular group, but I was just in a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so people were like, oh, I kind of know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But I always felt like, yeah, I'm just not popular. I'm just, like, a little bit different. So, I watch movies that depict high school, and I'm like, I wish that there was more of, like, a dichotomy in my high school. It felt like just kind of...
Yeah.
Everyone kind of just plops around. I'm like, I want more. I want more drastic change.
Ours was, I don't know if I'd say drastic, but it was definitely, like, you knew what groups were which.
Yeah. And I suppose people
like,
could argue that with my school, but...
Yeah. But
it's more of a personal qualm. I was like, no, I am not the class president you think I am. I'm so weird. But, yeah, so I just think it's funny because, like, I really, like you were saying, I felt comfortable, but I had, like, a weird sense of identity still. But I just didn't know it. Yeah. I just was like, I'm just doing things to fill something inside of me that I'm questioning. So.
Well, and I was just I was, like, people pleaser to the max in high school, I feel like. In the sense of, like, I just wanted everyone to like me.
Yeah.
And so I just, like, I just didn't know who I was because I was just, like, I would literally be anything for everyone to like me.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And I wasn't, like, some, like, crazy, like, shapeshifter where I was like, oh, I'm this, and now I'm this. But, like, I just would go along with anything and be like, yeah, like in any social situation. And so I was just good at being, like, well received.
Yeah. See, I feel like I was the opposite in high school, actually. I was kind of like, I'm just going to march to the beat of my own drummer, and I don't care what anyone thinks. And I'm going to, like, do this, and I don't care. And I'm more people pleaser now.
Yeah.
So, I understand. But, yeah, it's just interesting. So weird. But, nonetheless, had a great time. I don't really know what people thought of me in general.
But, me either.
Like...
But, no, I just... Yeah, it's hard because I like to say that I loved high school because I did. But I know that I was definitely... I had my issues.
Yeah.
As a person. Oh, yeah. But I just have so many good memories. Like, I just have so many fun memories. And I'm someone who kind of lives for the drama of life.
Right.
And so I know some people hated high school because of the drama. Or just, like, the, like, pettiness. Or, you know, and hold grudges still. Or just, like, feel weird about certain people because of things that happened or whatever. But I just don't. Like, I know that people in high school talked about me behind my back. Yeah. And I know I talked about people behind their back. And I know there was weird drama and there was, like... But, like, we all lived for it at the time. Like, at the time, it was like, oh, my gosh, did you hear this? Da-da-da-da. Like, friend group. And then hanging out on the weekends and, like... And of course, I romanticize everything a little bit. So, like, it wasn't that crazy.
Yeah, no.
But in my mind, I was just like, this is, like, high school. Like, this is what it is. And so I just loved it. And I don't feel any sort of way about anybody from high school. I'm like... fun. Like,
yeah.
I would love to see any of you. I would love to hang out with any of you because I just have such great memes of high school days. I don't know how to explain it. Because I always feel like, and this could be just be in my head, but I feel like so many people from my high school just, like, don't want to associate with each other. And I just don't feel that. I just feel like I don't, like, I'm not super close with anyone from high school, but I would totally, like, open arms to any of them to hang out or, like, talk or catch up, you know? Like, I loved the time.
Right. Yeah, I feel that.
But your high school group is, like, still
somewhat
close.
Yeah, I mean, like, actually, my closest friends from high school pretty much all came to Iowa State, which is where I went, alumni. But, so, yeah, but we don't hang out, like, all the time. Like, it's not like I'm like, we were best friends in high school, and now we just, like, hang out all the time in college, which some people do that. But we just, I mean, they might hang out more than I realize. But, like, it is funny how, like, we all live in the same town now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I still get along with some of the people that I was really close to in high school, and we still hang out a little bit, which is fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just love getting together with people from high school and talking about high school.
I just feel like they've seen you at such, like, people from high school have seen you at such a interesting time in your life, and that I feel like they just know you in a different way.
Exactly. That's the thing about, like, some of my friends who, like, go to my college that I still keep in touch with. I feel like a very, like, close with them, even though we don't even see each other very often. But I'm just like, you have seen me through a lot of different phases, highs, lows, weird, rebellious, like,
outfits.
Yeah, my music
life
taste,
stages, like,
crushes that I had, like, everything. Yeah. Like, death of family members. Like, literally, like...
Yeah.
And so I feel like this weird attachment... Not weird, but, like, I feel an attachment because I'm like, you're still with me. And that means a lot.
I can try to explain this to people who weren't in high school with me, but you were there. Like, you saw it.
Which, like, means a lot to me as a person. Like, well, especially as someone who, like, struggles to, like, express exactly how I feel and felt. Yeah. I'm just like, I love that they just...
were there.
They were there, and I don't have to, like, explain it.
Yeah.
Which, it's just a different, like, kind of relationship. Yeah. Even though I don't really know anything about their lives now.
Yeah.
So.
A funny example of something that one of my really good friends from high school experienced with me and has seen, you know, just like one of those embarrassing things that you're like, we were both there.
Yeah.
So my freshman year, there's like this like main entrance that you walk in, and it's different now, but it used to just be all glass, so you could like see in and see out. And me and my best friend Maddie had gone to, like, a football game, I think. It was, like, a freshman game or something. And then we were sitting in this, like, main entrance waiting for someone to come pick us up. I think my mom or her mom or something. And we're sitting in it, and it's dark outside, so you can really see inside.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting there, but we're, like, listening to music. And we start listening to, like, I don't even know what, like, Kesha or something.
Yeah.
And we're, like, hardcore, like, not kidding, not, like, joking with each other. Like,
yeah.
Like, we're, like, pretending we are in a music video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, truly pretending that it is us.
Right.
And, like, lip singing and dancing and, like, really going for it.
Yeah.
Like,
the whole nine yards.
Like, really going
dancing.
for it. And it's just us, and we're just, like, having the time of our life. You know? And we're doing this. And probably for, like, 15 minutes. Yeah. Probably, like, for a while. And then this, like, upperclassman boy, like, just walks up to the door, opens it, and goes, like, are you guys okay? And me and
More
Maddie...
than okay, actually.
Me and Maddie are like, yeah, we're fine.
Are you okay?
He leaves. We're just, like, mortified. Completely mortified. Freshman us.
What kind of question is that? Are you okay?
I know. I was
Come
like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Cole?
Cool. Like the dirt.
But it's just so funny, like, those kind of moments where you're like, you were there. We were both there. We lived it.
Right.
And I love that. And that kind of bonds us forever.
Right. And I just feel like those things happened a lot in high school, like, embarrassing things.
Yeah.
Like, little embarrassing things. And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like because we were more involved and, like, just out and about a lot, like, things just happened. And there was just more, like, room for awkward moments or funny moments. Like, just because you were always, like, doing stuff with these people all the time.
And I just loved going to a small school where, like, you just all grew up together.
Right.
Like, you've known each other since you were 5.
Right.
And you knew everything.
Yeah.
Like, you knew what was going on in the school. And it was the best.
Yeah.
Like, I just miss that. Like, I miss that about, like, in college, I have my, like, friends. Mm-hmm. But, like, I don't know.
Right.
Like, it's not, like, this whole, like, dynamic
network
of, like, I mean, like, there's a little bit of that, like, weird connections you have with, like, different kind of, like, groups. But I just miss that, like, intermixing and just, like, all that stuff.
Knowing you could just, like, say someone's name
And
to anyone, and they'll know. Not that they'll know everything about that person, but you're like, yeah, I went to a movie with Jamie this weekend. And people would be like, yes, I know Jamie.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah. Yeah, I just loved it. I loved it, but yeah, I definitely, like, I don't know, I like, wore a lot of hats, which was fun, but also, like, confusing.
Yeah.
So, but that was kind of the fun of it, I guess. Mm-hmm. But
did you have, like, a best year of high school? Or not really? Was it just all?
I mean, honestly, I loved sophomore year. Mm-hmm. And junior year.
Yeah.
But there's, like, a lot, like, I remember during the years I'd be like, no, this is the worst because of this, or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like, junior year was the year I was the lead in the musical, which I didn't have a great time with. But other than that, like, there's like one big thing in each year that, like, taints it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'd say junior year maybe.
I'm not even sure.
But
I don't think
know.
I could say one because they're just so.
Yeah.
I just think of different things in each one. But.
Right. I don't have, like, an outstanding year. I loved sophomore year. I felt like, and same with college. I feel like sophomore year is just, like, the year where you're like, I'm not new. Like, I feel so
yes,
in it.
that's so true.
And you're like done with the whole awkward first year thing, and you're like, this is. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it now. So I'm just kind of like.
But you're not, like, worried about your future or college or anything.
Yeah. You're still, like, trying new things. But I just like the middle too, because, like, just there's less stress.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah. I think senior year I just felt the most on top of the world, probably.
Yeah.
But speaking of high school and my first day of school outfit, I feel like I had some pretty interesting clothing decisions during high school, and specifically, I don't know why this stands out to me in my mind, but it was a big, big thing. I want to say almost every year of high school. For sure, freshman, sophomore year. And I would say after that, it still happened. It was like a trend that you wore combat boots with Victoria's Secret socks peeking out from them. And I still own the Victoria's Secret socks.
It's so funny that you say that.
And it was like, it's what we all did. And I mean, not everyone, like, everyone in the school, but, like, that's just, like, it was cute to have, like, your new Victoria's Secret long socks, pink, whatever, sticking out of your black combat boots with leggings.
I mean, people definitely wore combat boots and leggings, but, like, the Victoria's Secret sock thing did not cross my path, personally.
And I just look back on, like, I have pictures of it, and I'm just like, Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I know.
There were times...
Well, the socks in general.
The socks in general were bad. But even my senior year, I had questionable...
Yeah.
outfits decisions. But I always had this thing. I've had this thing since middle school, and it's really weird. Where I just, like, think it's, like... I thought it was cute to, like, wear... like sweats / a just like not cute outfit to look like lazy, and it was like really cute in my mind because in high school
you were that girl.
in middle school I would wear pajama pants and like a t-shirt and then my hair in this like giant bun with knockoff Ugg boots and feel like I'm like a college girl like just in my PJs at school
lounging.
Like, on a normal school day.
That's so funny. You've said that before.
Just is weird. But then in high school, like, specifically senior year, I remember, I wore, like, my tennis sweatshirt, like, sweatpants and Nike tennis shoes. Then I took a polka-dotted headband. Polka-dotted, like, thick headband with, like, a thing in the middle, like a knot, you know? Like one of those, like, cute boho headbands. Wore it on my head like this.
Like a hippie
like a hippie
style.
Not like a headband.
Yeah.
With my sweats. Like, it was like... And my hair was, like, really curled. Like, really curled. Like, I took my time. With the boho headband.
It was polka dot?
Navy blue polka dot headband. And I thought I was killing it. I thought I just...
You probably were.
And I was like, ready for musical practice.
That's so like, funny.
Literally kill me. Why would you ever do that? Why would you ever do that?
No, it's all about how you feel. If you felt good in it, doesn't matter.
I did. I felt good, but I don't know why. And I got compliments. I remember it. So.
People love the boldness. They were like, look at Lizzie's weird headband. I can't believe she's saying that.
I can't believe it.
I was the opposite. I hated wearing sweats.
I didn't wear sweats all the time, but it's just like I liked that look. Like I was like, this is a cute look.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
I mean, look at us now. It's like sweatsuits are all in.
That's true.
All the rave. No, I was like
leisure wear or whatever.
I would wear like tights and a dress.
Yeah.
But like with Doc Martens. So I felt very much like... Well, it depends on the year. It depends on the year.
Yes.
Depends on the year, for sure. Like, freshman year, I feel like I associate each year with my music taste that year. But, like, during my, like, Nirvana, like, Green Day year, which was sophomore year, I would wear, like, combat boots with tights and, like, a black dress and, like, you know, just kind of, like, grungy 90s look. Mm-hmm. But then, like, my freshman year when I was obsessed with Gossip Girl, I would wear, like a dress... like a lace dress and try to emulate Blair Waldorf and wear something with pearls. Yeah. So, but nonetheless, I liked dressing up. It wasn't like every single day I was really wearing a dress, but anytime I could, I did wear a dress to school. But I just have never liked sweatpants in public on myself.
Yeah.
But I feel like the big thing in our high school was like, well, obviously... you had your activity sweatshirts, you know, you'd wear your... I feel like, I don't know why freshman year it felt like crew necks were invented that year. Because it felt like we had never had crew necks for something. And then every club was like...
crew neck.
Get this, we're doing crew necks. We're doing crew necks for our club. Freshman year, everyone was like, crew necks, crew necks, crew necks. And so I feel like I have so many crew necks. And, like, I don't know why everyone thought it was cutting edge.
Yeah.
They were like, so for our student council sweatshirts, why don't we try a crew neck? And
did your
like,
student council do anything of importance? Oh. Was there any real responsibility being in student council?
Big thing was homecoming week.
Yes.
So, like, planning homecoming week.
Because I can't believe you had student council sweatshirts. That's why I can't.
That's
really?
Why I'm asking. That's funny. I mean, we did stuff. It was more like if you were an officer, you basically did everything. Because we had, like, the officers from each grade and then, like, student body officers. And if you're just a member, you just had to go to the monthly meeting. and we talked about things. But, like, we did dance marathon. We planned dance marathon. We planned homecoming. We did, like,
I feel like it was
volunteer
almost
week.
opposite for us, where if you were an officer, then you just delegated everything and you
Really?
didn't actually do anything.
That's hilarious.
And if you were a member, you were, like, calling the newspaper or, like, making a flyer, like...
That's so funny.
And I was just making sure everything ran accordingly.
I mean, kind of how government works these days. But, no, ours was, like, I remember it was, like, me and, especially my senior year, it was, like, me, like, 4 other girls who kind of, like, were the officers of the school,
Yeah.
whatever. Why can't I think of it? Like, the student body officers.
Yeah.
And we would just get called to the student council representatives room multiple times a day. Just, like...
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, just a lot of... She'd be like... Annie Cassett and Anatole to Miss Jack's room.
Ours,
and we would just, like, go.
Such a joke. It was such a joke.
Ours wasn't, like, really hardcore, but when things were done, it was done by the officers. So if you're gonna commit to being an officer, you were like, okay, I have to do a lot of extra work.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but I loved it. I loved being
We
a big
literally,
deal.
our only responsibilities were recycling. So I made a recycling schedule when I was the president.
As in, like...
Because every week, someone had to go take all the recycling outside.
Oh my
in the
gosh.
school. So you would, it was like 2 people, and you worked together.
Interesting.
But you only need to do it like twice a year, because
Yeah.
there was enough of us.
Yeah.
But, so I had to make a recycling schedule and make sure 2 people went every week to do the recycling.
Wow.
Then we did homecoming, but that was like 0 work. We decorated
Really?
the gym. We decorated the gym on Friday. We got to miss all our classes and decorate the gym together and get pizza. And we, like, called the newspaper and told them to put it in the newspaper, I think. And that was, like, the PR people.
That's funny.
And then we did a blood drive.
Yeah, we
But
did a blood drive.
a person just came and set up the blood drive, and we did not do it.
We would miss school all day for the blood drive to work at it.
You'd have shifts.
Yeah. If you were, like, in charge of it, you got to be there all day with your clipboard. But...
And that's the only things we did all year, and...
For homecoming, did you guys, each grade, did you decorate your hallways? Or just... No. Okay. That was the big
and we
time
ordered,
moment.
like, the crowns. We got to pick the crowns.
Fun. Oh, well. We had, like, also float decorating. That was a big, like... stressor because every day after volleyball practice I'd have to go and look at how the freshman float was doing, and then nobody would have done any work and I had to, like, decorate this float. So just little things like that. It was just those like
Yeah.
menial things in like okay, our float looked
Yeah.
like crap, okay, but at the time I was like, you guys, you signed up to come. I can't come because I have volleyball practice, and then I have a musical, so I only have a 45-minute window, and I can't be putting the stuffing in the hawk head.
And during the 45-minute window, I need to go to Casey's and get my dinner.
For me, it was Subway. I need to go on my route, my school route, because I can't go off route because I only have a school permit, and get supper. And do all of my chemistry homework. But I loved it.
Oh my gosh. I know. I feel like everyone says this, but I just don't know how we did it.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
I don't know how.
Yeah,
Because
high schools are crazy.
The thought of being in school from 8:15 to 3 p.m. every day, classes all day long, while having practices before and after school, getting up at 6, sometimes 5 a.m. for practices, then getting back from practices at 10 and having homework to do and going to bed at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And just living for it.
Right.
Just doing fine.
Yeah. I did, but also I know I would go to bed at night just being oh no, I have to do it all again tomorrow. I would go to bed at night really dreading the next day.
You would?
Yeah, because I mean it depended. I hated being booked all day long.
See, I dread being busy. I mean, okay. I dread work that I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm oh, I have to go to work tomorrow or something. Mm-hmm. But in high school, I thrive.
I did. I thrive
when I'm on routine, and I thrive when I'm really booked and busy.
It depends
and so
on
I would
what
just
it
be
was.
I have this tomorrow and this tomorrow and this tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm going to wear. And I'm going to curl my hair in the morning. And I'm like, let's go.
Right.
Like, I just, like, loved that.
I loved it, but if I knew, like, it was mostly with sports, I was like,
yeah.
I cannot fathom the idea of doing drills for 2 hours tomorrow after a full day of school, after having a really intense speech practice in the morning.
Yeah.
It was mostly sports, honestly, just because it was really hard. But
yeah.
I just...
But I don't know how we did it.
I kind of, like, as much as I loved it, I always had this thing where I was like, I envy kids who just, like, watch Netflix sometimes and, like, I felt like on Twitter and stuff, there was people who were like, yeah, I binge watched the show. I never watched TV in high school. I didn't, like, take nap. You know, like, you didn't have a break. Like, I didn't just, like, I never just, like, gotta write or read.
Yeah.
Because you just didn't have time. You were doing all your activities, which I loved. But I always was like, I just want to, like, relax. Like, I just wish I had some time to myself every once in a while. And then it got to college and hated it, how much time I had. And feel like in college, that's, like, been my biggest thing post-grad is I'm like, I wish I would have done so much more. I, like, just feel like I didn't even apply myself.
I mean, yeah. Well,
and I'm like, how did this happen? But it's because I went into college being like, I'm not going to be super busy. I want to, like, find, like, what I like.
We were, like, burnt out from high school.
Yeah.
It was, like, finally.
Right. Like, I can just sit down and watch
live.
a show, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Annie, you've made yourself into a lazy little creature. But, no, it is crazy, though.
And we were, like, kids.
Yeah.
We were, like
14.
14.
Yeah.
And just, like, go, 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 go.
Yeah. But
loved it.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it and I hated it, but I think I love to hate it sometimes, too. Like, during the time, I love to be like, oh, I have a long day tomorrow.
Yeah.
But then I would, like, flip my hair and be like, I'm so successful. I'm so successful. But it is funny. I feel like high school Annie had her life together way more than Annie now.
Yeah. Well, it's just, it's hard to compare.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me to compare because, like I said, I had a lot of issues personally.
Yeah.
In high school. So I had my, like, social life together. And I had, like, a good schedule going in high school, but emotionally and mentally, probably not the best place.
Yeah.
And I mean, I still, like, have my issues now that are different issues.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like I'm in a better place now.
Yeah.
In that way.
I just feel like in high school I just maybe was mentally not in a great place. But it was easier to, like, stuff other things onto it.
You were so busy that you were just like,
yeah.
Go, 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 go.
So, like, as far as knowing how I am, like, I'm not good now compared to in high school, you know? But it's just because I'm more aware of, like, well, I just have more time to fester, I guess.
To just spiral.
Overthink and spiral, yeah. So, but I'm trying to think of, like, more clothing trends.
I don't even know.
I know something I personally did that I cannot believe I did, but I did all the time, was, and I thought it was so cute, I would wear my Doc Martens with cropped leggings. Cropped leggings. So there was, like, space between the leggings and the
like, capri leggings.
Yeah. I just remember I wore it all the time with, like, a tunic. And I thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
But I just remember one time, I just remember when I got my Doc Martens, I thought everyone, like, was like, what the heck? She's got floral Doc Martens. That's so crazy. And I remember one time I wore them to the Mall of America with my cropped leggings, and somebody, like, pointed at them and were like, ugh. And I remember I looked at my mom and I was like, they just don't get fashion. They just don't get fashion.
They don't understand clothing.
Yeah. Oh, it's so sad for them. They think that the cropped leggings with the boots is ugly. Just wait. Just wait a few years. It'll come around.
Oh my gosh.
But it's funny because that's just how I was, though, in high school. I would never be like, oh,
yeah,
they don't like my clothes. I'd be like, they don't get fashion.
That's so funny. I was not that confident or secure in myself.
Confident. Yeah, I was very secure in myself. But, yeah, I don't know. I also wore, like, nerd glasses all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like high school was when, like, like, what I feel like we call now is, like, millennial culture, like, was really popular in high school. Like, wearing a backpack as, like, a purse and, like, wearing nerd glasses.
Deep side part.
Yeah. And just, like, going to, like, a bicycle coffee shop and being like, ooh, crazy, mustache.
Yeah.
Like, that was what was, like, the trends then, because that's when millennials were kind of, like, in the trend-setting part of life. It's just so funny, because, I mean, I just remember, like, the word hipster was, like, a buzzword, and I, like, wanted to be a hipster. Like, in high school, I was like, I want to be a hipster. I want people to say Annie is a hipster, which is so funny. Like, I haven't thought of anyone as a hipster in years.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, that person's such a hipster.
And it's just weird
So
because
weird.
at the time, I didn't think anything about the clothes I was wearing. Like, I didn't think, I'm going to look back one day and be like, why was I wearing this?
Right.
Which is how I feel now. Like, I'm just wearing jeans and a sweatshirt.
Right.
But if one day am I going to, like, look at myself and be like, Lizzie.
Yeah.
Because I already do that with, like, freshman year.
Oh, yeah.
Lizzie, or even, like, sophomore year. Like, it's just, like, it's so weird how in the moment you're like, hey, guys, this is who I am and how I'm presenting myself.
Right.
And then a few years later, you're like, oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Yeah. But that's just kind of the fun of it, though. Yeah. I love looking back. And when I remember people would, like, delete their old Instagrams and stuff, and I'm like, keep it. That was you.
I know.
That was you.
I know Instagram is kind of going through its, like, maybe on the down.
Yeah.
The down decline.
Yeah.
Of
the down and
popularity. Down. Yeah, the down and down. But I just want to have it until I'm, like, 50.
Yeah.
And just be able to, like, scroll through my whole life.
Yeah.
Of these, like, and I don't post on Instagram that much anymore anyway, because I just don't have the opportunity of anything going on in my life.
Do anything fun.
But I just want to have it forever and just be like, have my kids, like, follow me on Instagram and be able to scroll to when I was in 8th grade.
Right.
And I was like,
yeah.
like, that's so fun.
I know. I love it. But speaking of the future and the past, what do you think your high school self would have thought of Lizzie now?
I actually kind of think about this a lot, but I don't think of, like, high school me. I think of, like, 8-year-old me.
Yeah, me too.
Like, if I were to show 8-year-old me, like, a picture just from my camera roll or, like, my Instagram today, like, what would they, like, they think? But I don't know. I definitely think, like, high school me saw college going a lot differently for me than it did. But I also I feel like she would think I'm kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think she would be, like, nice.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, okay.
Right.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But I definitely thought like, in high school, I was like, I'm going to graduate and it's just gonna keep getting better and better. And, like, I didn't think college would be just like high school, and I definitely was nervous. But I just was like, you'll have tons of friends and you're gonna meet the love of your life and it's gonna be crazy and you're gonna be just, like, making
all these memories.
the best, like, just, like, having the best time. And I've, like, had a good time in college, but it just didn't. Like, it's not, like, what I maybe imagined.
Right.
But I just think she would be, like, cute. You have a podcast.
Yeah.
That's fun. Like, you do photography sometimes. That's fun. Like, you're in PR now.
Yeah.
Cool. Like,
Yeah.
I never thought I would be in PR. I started college doing education and, like, cool, you found something that you like, and, like, or if I showed, like, this house or, like, just my closet of clothing, like, I don't wear that crazy of clothes, but I just think she'd be like, nice.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm happy that this is where I'm headed.
Yeah.
I think she'd be excited.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know, but.
No, I agree. I think about my younger self too, like, a lot, because I'm like, especially when I'm feeling, like, self-deprecating or, like, hating myself or, like, just down and out on my personal appearance or something, I think I'm like, you are the same girl as you were when you were 8 years old.
Yeah.
And you, like, loved her. Like, you look back and you're like, that girl was so sweet and had so much zest, and you're still her. And she had so much excitement for life. You can't let her down. You can't be here, like, being self-deprecating or pessimistic, because she was really excited about life.
Yeah.
And you're doing...
For this moment specifically.
You're doing what she was excited for. You have to, like, make her proud. And so that really helps me personally with my mental health, because I'm like, I just want my younger self to be... I want her to be happy with how I am. And I do think she would be, because same with you. College did not go the direction I had anticipated. But not like in a crazy way, but just not as... It just wasn't.
It's just when you imagine college you, it was different than what it is.
Yeah, because I can't remember exactly what I imagined, but I just, it was a little bit different than what I actually did. But I know for sure, like, I would be very proud of myself, I think. Like, I think I'd be like, I'm proud that you are still being yourself, and you're still... I don't know. Like, I think I've always really, like, tried to find this balance of, like, I want to be really outgoing, but I also was, like, kind of annoying. And I, like, was insecure about that. So I was like, I feel like I've finally found this balance where I am, like, trying to not care so much what people think about me in social situations. But, so I think I'd be happy with the strides I've made on that front, and, you know, a major and everything, and the clothes I wear, like, I know for sure. But that's the thing, like, me, with my, like, style, I actually feel like my style, even though it's changed a lot, like, in little ways, like, I've gone through little trends and phases, I really have had pretty much the same style all through high school and college. Essentially, like, there's things I still have from high school that I, like, love. So, and there's some things I look back on and I'm like, that was actually really cute. Good work, Annie. But, yeah, I think she'd be like, do you have more answers? And I'd be like, no. Like, okay. But other than that, I think that'd be the one thing I thought I would maybe, like, just have more answers to life's questions. And in fact, maybe I have more now. But overall, I think younger Annie would be like, you're cool.
Yeah.
We'd be friends.
Yeah, I think...
We'd for sure be friends. High school Annie and college Annie. Like, I would like her. Yeah. And she would like me.
Yeah.
Fine. Love yourself. I just think that is a good way of, like... I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but thinking about how I am as I'm like... Am I making my younger self proud? Or, like, a version of myself that I, like, really want, where I was, like, really wanting something. Like, how would she feel about who I am today? It's kind of like the question of, like, what would your grandma think of this? Like, somebody that's just, like, tender to you. And you're like, I, at the end of the day, just want that person to be proud. And just want them to, like, not think I'm going off the rails. So, yeah. But...
What would be your advice to high school you? Or to any high school?
Yeah. I was thinking about this. Well, I feel like a lot of the advice that I would give my high school self, it's kind of like, I could give it to my current self still. Like, there are things that I've, like, realized and found out that I'm still working on. But, I mean, and it's funny, okay, I had to write a letter to myself a year ago for a job application, which was really fun. But, so it's been on my mind. But I think, like, the overarching theme would be, like, it doesn't matter what people think about you. Like, you just can't care. Because even though I didn't care in high school as much, like, I did, and that's why I didn't care. You know what I mean? Like, that was my thing, was, like, I don't care what people think about me. I want them to think that I'm a person that doesn't care. You know, like, I was still, I don't know. But, I've always been, like, after a social gathering or anything, get so insecure and I overthink, like, all the time in high school and college. Like, I will get done with a hangout and just cry because I'm like, what the heck was I doing? Anyway, I just overthought things a lot. And I still do. But I think, yeah, just think less. You're not going to have it figured out anytime soon. And you probably never will. So just think a lot less. Yeah. That's what I would probably tell. It's just hard because I feel like all this advice I just need for myself. But, I don't know. I really felt like my high school self was pretty... I would maybe tell her to, like, just, like, pause for, like, a little bit and just, like, really dig deep into yourself, because I feel like that's where in college I, like, have found out more about, like, some struggles I have that I didn't realize I had in high school, but I probably did, but I was just smothering them with, like, other things. And I also, like, really didn't have a relationship with Christ in high school.
Yeah.
So, because I was really filling my identity with things of this world. And so I think I would just, like, tell her, like, okay, just, like, sit in silence every once in a while, girl. Just, like, just strip back the things that you cling to for your identity and just, like, be yourself and, like, let God fill that void and just not... You don't have to be, like, on it all the time, like, worrying, oh, did I perform well in that social situation? Oh, did I, get this grade or get this part in the musical, whatever. Like, just kind of, like, settle down. I think overall just, like, just to relax a little bit, because I was very wound up, and, like, I was very, actually, like, pretty, like, an angry little teen.
I see that.
Yeah. Like, I was very angry. I don't think people would describe me as, like, laid back. None of that. I was, like, wound up, like, kind of angry sometimes, or easily angered. So I think I would just be like, girl, take a deep breath, drink some tea. Like, yeah. It was just easy for me to get worked up, and I want to, like, just grab myself by the shoulders and just be like, hey, it's okay. It is literally okay. You're not going to remember this in a year. You're just not.
Yeah.
So I think just in general, like, it's okay. It doesn't really matter what people think of you. I'm glad you're really confident, but also just, like, you don't have to be number one all the time. You don't have to be angry when things don't go your way. Like, just settle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're a wound up youngster that's just, like, has a zest for life, but also got a punching bag for Christmas, it's okay. You can turn that around.
Oh my gosh.
Just take some deep breaths.
I did not know you got a punching bag for Christmas. That's really great.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember if I actually got one or if I wanted one.
Oh.
I think I wanted, like, an actual punching bag, but I think I got just, like, a little something I could go at. But it is just funny because, like, I was pretty underlying angry in high school, and I haven't felt really anger in a long time.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I don't know how that happened, but...
Where'd it go?
One day it's just all gonna come out.
The wrath of man evil.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay, what would you tell?
I don't know. It's hard because I really... Even though, like... I loved high school. High school was also a really hard time. A lot of ups and downs. A lot of drama. I feel like I wouldn't really change anything because I just think it really has, like... It really, like, made me who I am. And it's, like, what shaped me.
Right.
So I don't know if I'd really, like, want to be, like, change this or do this different or something. But at the same time, I just wish I wouldn't have taken everything so, like, seriously. And, like...
Yeah.
Like, high school is fun and great, but, like, it's not your life. And it's so not forever, and it so really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And at the time, everything just felt like life or death, which is fun. And it's, like, for me, personally, that's fun to be very, like, dramatic and, like, oh. But it was a lot.
Yeah.
To, like, feel so deeply about everything.
Right.
And feel like everything from, like, the activities I was in to the people I was friends with to relationships I was in and all of that, like, felt so big and instrumental and, like, it would matter so much. And in reality, it just doesn't.
Yeah.
And 4 years later, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It so doesn't matter. And I barely even talked to anyone from high school. And I went there this past weekend because my siblings are still in high school and no one cares who I am. No one knows who I am. No, like, it doesn't matter. It so doesn't matter. And I just wish, part of me wishes I just would have, like, realized that sooner. Or even just, like, right when I graduated. I wish I would have known, like, okay, it's over and it's fine. And it was it was great for me, but, like, it's not your life. You have so much life ahead of you.
Yeah.
And that's, like, the same with college. It's just, like, it will be over and you will live so much longer.
Right.
Like, so I think that's just what I would just want to, like, see her freshman Lizzie and be like, girl, high school's going to be a wild ride for you in a lot of ways. But then it will be over and you're going to be so fine and live a life even a few years later that's so outside of your life here.
Yeah.
So you'll be okay.
Yeah.
But so I guess that's what I would tell high schoolers too, is just enjoy it, love it for what it is, the ups and the downs, embrace it all, but know that it really is not going to be the best years of your life in the scheme of your life, and it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
You will not think
honestly,
about it.
that's just, like,
That's
kind
everything.
of a good way to live life is, like,
Yeah.
embrace the moments you're in now and live them to the fullest, but just don't take it too seriously in life. Like, there are moments where you need to be serious, but, like, in general, just roll through it, and no one cares about it as much as you do.
Yeah.
So just do your thing. High school, I feel like, can be, I bet it's even harder these days with the rise of social media, but
yeah.
I'm sure high schoolers are probably like, no, don't get it. It's such a big deal. And I'm like, I know that you think that. I understand, but you're doing great. If you're in high school or if you're in college or wherever, you're doing great. And just embrace change if that happens, and embrace whatever.
And if you don't know what you're doing after high school, that is so fine.
That's okay.
That is so fine.
Sometimes
You will change your mind so many times. I was talking to a girl from my high school just this weekend when I was home, and she is, like, in nursing school, and she has, like, a few months left, and she was like, yeah, I just found out I don't want to be a nurse, and I'm almost done with nursing school.
Right.
Like,
that's good.
And, like, I changed my major halfway through college, and you change your mind. You're not going to know right away.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking this morning, I was like, I don't really know what I want to do with my life. I have a degree.
Here we go.
Yeah. I don't really know. So, but that's okay. Don't
really
stress.
fine. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. But we hope that you got a little nugget of something out of this. Walk down memory lane.
To reminisce on your high school years.
Yeah.
Or our high school years.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're from my high school, I love you.
Yeah. If you're from my high school, I was a lot. I know.
But you know me in a way no one else does, and I appreciate you. So
seriously, if you want to meet up, I would literally love to. So we love you. Go Hawks.
Go Knights.
But follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We made a TikTok.
No TikTok
Content yet to come, but it will be coming.
It will come.
So get ready for that channel. So follow us on all the things. Rate us 5 stars. And go and make your younger self proud. Yes! But thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the up and up. Bye!